If you're here, it's because you have a newborn and you are desperate to get some type of routine going in your day. So first of all, congratulations. This is such an exciting time for you, but it's a really great time to lean on the professionals to guide you to make your day a little bit easier, because we know that days with newborns can be pretty chaotic and hairy. Hi, my name is Sarah Vazio, and as the owner and certified pediatric sleep consultant of Yours and Baby Sleep, I have helped over 350 families stop searching and start sleeping. So you likely searched in that search box, how to get my newborn on a sleep schedule, and I'm here to get you to start sleeping. The best place to start is your expectations. We can't really expect that our newborn babies from the ages of 0 to 16 weeks old are going to be on any type of consistent schedule. What I mean by that, you're not going to be able to look at the clock and say, at this time on the clock, I know this is exactly what they'll be doing. However, we can get into a routine that is going to eventually lead to generally the same time on the clock, the same things happening. So feeding at the same time and sleeping at the same time. The best way to do this is follow the eat, play, sleep routine. So what I want you to do throughout your day is when your baby wakes up from the morning time or from a nap, I want you to feed them. The reason for feeding right after waking is so that they are really alert and that they get a nice full feed. Because we know that feeding and sucking is really soothing and can soothe them into a really deep slumber. You're less likely to have that happen if you're feeding right upon waking. So we want to feed, and then we're going to play for a little bit. This amount of playtime is really going to be very short when we're talking about the really early newborn days. Your baby's not going to stay awake any longer than maybe 5 or 10 minutes in between the long feed and the next nap. But in that amount of time, you can change them. We can do some songs on the changing table, maybe do a minute or two of tummy time. And as they get older, that playtime is going to increase to 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, etc. And in that playtime, this is when I want you to interact with your baby, get them used to the daylight, take them for a walk, really do the fun things that you were so looking forward to doing when you decided to have a baby. Okay, and this is the part you're all here for. Then comes the sleep, right? So how do we do that? How do we do the eat, play, sleep and know the amount of time that we should keep them awake and when we should offer them a nap and when bedtime should be, etc. So what I want to do is split up the newborn stage, so the 0 to 16 weeks, according to wake windows. So let's talk about what wake windows are first. If you haven't done enough research on them, basically the idea of a wake window is that your child is able to stay awake for a certain period of time before they need to sleep again. It just has to relate to their sleep pressure. We can't look at times on the clock yet because they don't have a circadian rhythm. So their circadian rhythms aren't really established. We're not seeing those surges of sleepy hormones at this stage. That's going to come when they're 4 months old. So for right now, we're really just going purely off of sleep pressure and the amount of time they've been awake, which indicates when they need to take a nap. What wake windows can you expect depending on your newborn's age? So from 0 to 4 weeks old, you can expect that your newborn is only going to be able to stay awake about 30 to 60 minutes. That wake window is going to include the feeding, okay? It is totally normal for your 0 to 4 week old to only be awake long enough to feed and then to pass right back out. As we are getting into the later weeks, when we're looking at a 5 to 8 week old, your child is going to be able to stay awake for about 60 minutes-ish. And again, you can plus or minus 15 minutes on this range, just depending on your baby, the length of their nap, and the quality of their sleep. Between 9 and 12 weeks, you can expect that your child will be able to stay awake for about 75 minutes. And then between 13 and 16 weeks, you can expect that your child can stay awake really anywhere from an hour and a half to possibly 2 hours. As they grow and develop, you're going to see that they make those jumps in wake times much sooner, and they're going to be even longer chunks of time that they can stay awake. A big disclaimer, and something I really want to empower parents with, there's lots of information about wake times, right? And this is the information that you can follow, and I just gave you all of these parameters, but make sure that you remember your child is an individual and not a robot. It's very possible that your baby may not be following the exact wake times that I even tell you or that Google tells you. So what I'd like you to do, in addition to following this routine and paying attention to the wake times, also pay attention to their sleepy cues. If you start to see that their eyebrows are getting red, that they start to stare off into space, maybe they start to rub their head, they move their head back and forth, and it's in combination with yawning, then you know that they may actually be starting to show signs of sleepiness, and you may be able to offer them a nap, especially if it's within that wake time range according to their age. A big question that parents have about this time period, aside from the naps, is what time is bedtime and how do I time that? Again, give yourself a little bit of grace. It really is variable. When we're in the newborn phase, we can see bedtime go from anywhere from like 8 p.m. all the way up to 10 p.m. So it's a wide range because of the daytime sleep, the length of the daytime naps that you're having, and whenever that last nap ends. So as long as you have like some time after 8 o'clock, we're going to treat that time period as an actual bedtime. We're going to expect that we're going to get maybe a little bit longer of a stretch of sleep, and you're going to expect to get your long stretch of sleep. That might help bring a little more peace and order to your daily routine. Another piece that people should really lock into place, so that parents have questions about, is your daily wake time. So a way that you can set off this schedule, and really the key to establishing this routine, is starting as we mean to go. So the first thing that you can do to get started on this is tomorrow pick a desired wake time. Now, developmentally appropriate wake time for this age range would be anywhere between 6 and 7 a.m., which is likely a little bit earlier than what you're used to waking up. But if we create a daily wake time, let's say around 7, and we know no matter what, we're starting our day at 7 a.m., that's gonna be the key for you establishing more of a schedule where we're looking at the clock and we know exactly what to expect from our baby throughout the day. Let's say you've been working on this and you really are trying to establish a great sleep schedule for your newborn, but you're struggling. This is what I'm here for. This is what I do. I would love for you to head over to my website and book a free discovery call with me so that I can assess your personal sleep situation and walk you through all of the personalized support packages that I offer for families. Did you love this video and find it super helpful? If so, I would love for you to let me know. Please hit the like button and then drop any questions that you have in the comments so that I can help you with your personal sleep situation. And then drop any questions that you have in the comments so that I can help you with your personal sleep situation. To get more of my content is super easy. All you need to do is turn on notifications, and then don't forget to subscribe so you're the first to know about the latest post on baby, toddler, sleep topics. From my living room to yours, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.